Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Bishop. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, and third down's coming up.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's McCoy. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the big
open runway ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Vols are in the hurry-up. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road. You know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little... At the 20. That they get him on the ground at the 20. First down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the road. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on fourth down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll put the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handler. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, SMU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet.
That's the end of the first quarter. Tennessee 14, SMU 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Now the play fake. Trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. On the return, it's Daniels. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Got his man down the middle. Oh, big juke to get past. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last one.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Feeling some heat. They'll run the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Unleashes one. Got his man all by himself. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. At the 35, he's open. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Now, I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Getting some heat. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll give it to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Going up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Fires to the middle, and that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. Giving him his pads. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Coming after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Bounced off his feet.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
With the catch, it's Smith. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Throws to the tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. Still on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy.
And he makes the grab at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And it's intercepted. He tried to set up the screen, and the defense was right there. The 40. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Steps away. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got it.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship.
Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The aerial assault continues. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Keeps it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bob!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go.
Oh, look out! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Jennings. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU. They take the lead with the 6. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Quarterback checking off. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Dances away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
To the air, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Dixon. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Mustangs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. This deep in the game, the entire outcome can swing on who makes the big play, and this time, great play by the defense.
Phenomenal job of just keying in. You could tell that defense was expecting that play with the game on the line. They had 11 guys on the same page. Phenomenal effort. Great job by the defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, there's the ball. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Touchdown, Volunteers! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
Yeah, you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going downfield for the big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Out of the gun, the inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. He wants a big play here late. And he reels it in inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Late in the game, fourth quarter, who's going to step up? Just a few seconds ago, it was the offense coming up with a big play offensively, but how about the defense answering with a sack of their own?
On second down, he'll let it fly. The short hands, it's Smith. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And now he's in the 400, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs! So you think this is automatic? They need this one badly. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So an 82-yard drive there. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, we always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Makes the grab down the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Trying to get everybody lined up and get this play off and get a little closer to the end zone. Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown ball! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To throw, it's Jennings. They're bringing heat. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to